Still the same loser, I see, Jessica had said, clinging to her wealthy fiancé Brad's arm. Ryan's quiet smile had made her uncomfortable. The next day, when Jessica learned that Brad had been fired from his company, she would discover exactly who Ryan had become. Ryan Mitchell, 28 years old, had grown up in the small Ohio town of Millbrook and now lived as a successful businessman in Chicago. He'd graduated from Lincoln High School in 2014 and hadn't set foot in his hometown since. He had his reasons. Jessica Harper had been Ryan's high school sweetheart. They dated from 2012 to 2014. Jessica fit the perfect popular girl formula: cheerleader, prom queen, daughter of a wealthy family. Ryan was the son of a working-class family. His father was a factory worker, his mother a waitress at the local diner. Ryan and Jessica's relationship was a clash of social circles. Ryan wasn't on the football team, wasn't in student council. He was just smart. He was the top student in math and science, planning to go to college on a scholarship. Jessica had initially found this cute. "You're different from other guys," Jessica would say. "You actually think." But as senior year drew to a close, things began to change. Jessica's friends started making comments about Ryan. "He's not going anywhere. You could do so much better. What about your future?" Ryan had noticed the change in Jessica's behavior. Dates became less frequent, phone calls shorter, excuses more common. But the real blow came on prom night. A week before prom, Jessica asked Ryan to meet her at Millbrook Park. Ryan expected a romantic surprise. Instead, he got a breakup. "Ryan, we need to talk," Jessica had said with carefully rehearsed words. "I've been thinking about us, about our future." "What about our future?" Ryan had asked, though his heart was already sinking. "You're going to community college, then maybe state school if you're lucky. I'm going to Northwestern. We're heading in different directions." "Jessica, I got a full scholarship to University of Chicago, engineering program." Jessica had paused, but then continued. "That's great, Ryan, really. But let's be honest. You're from, a different background. My parents, my friends, they have expectations." "Expectations?" Ryan's stomach dropped. "I need someone who can provide, someone who understands my world. You'll never be successful enough for me, Ryan. I'm sorry, but I can't settle." The pain of that night had motivated Ryan for 10 years. He studied engineering at University of Chicago, graduated summa cum laude, then got his MBA. His first job was as a junior analyst at a tech startup in Chicago. The company sold for $50 million within 3 years. Ryan's equity share made him a millionaire. At 25, he founded his own consulting firm, Mitchell Strategy Group. He provided digital transformation consulting to Fortune 500 companies. By 2024, Ryan's net worth was $15 million. He had a penthouse apartment in Chicago, a Tesla Model S, an investment portfolio. Everything that fit Jessica's definition of successful. But Ryan was still single, had never married. When the announcement for Millbrook High School's 10th reunion arrived in the mail, Ryan's first impulse was to ignore it. But then he thought about Jessica. He wondered, where was she? What was she doing? Was she still proud? He did a social media check. Jessica Harper, now Jessica Whitman, married to Brad Whitman. Brad was a regional sales manager at Davidson Industries, a mid-tier manufacturing company. Nice life, suburban house, BMW, typical upper-middle-class success. He smiled. He knew Brad's company. Davidson Industries had been a client of Mitchell Strategy Group for 2 years. Ryan personally reviewed Brad's performance reports. Small world. He decided to go to the reunion. Lincoln High School Gymnasium, October 12, 2024. Decorations, music from 2014, former classmates mingling. Ryan arrived alone, wearing a simple but expensive black suit. No flashy display, just quiet confidence. In the first hour, he caught up with old friends and talked with teachers. Everyone was impressed with Ryan's success, but he remained humble. Just got lucky with some good opportunities, he would say. At 9:30, Jessica and Brad arrived. Jessica was still beautiful, well-dressed, with a confident smile. Brad was tall, handsome, wore an expensive watch, had a firm handshake, perfect couple image. When Jessica spotted Ryan, her expression faltered momentarily. 10 years, but recognition was instant. She whispered something to Brad, then approached. "Ryan Mitchell, still in Millbrook?" she said with a fake smile. "No, Chicago now," Ryan replied calmly. "Oh, how nice. Still doing, what was it? Computers?" "Something like that." Brad joined the conversation. "I'm Brad Whitman," with a strong handshake, "Jessica's fiancé. I work at Davidson Industries, regional sales manager." "Nice to meet you, Brad. Congratulations on the engagement." Jessica couldn't resist. "Still the same loser, I see," she said quietly, but loud enough for nearby people to hear. "Some people never change." Ryan just smiled. A quiet, confident, almost amused smile that made Jessica uncomfortable. "You're right, Jessica. Some people never change." Brad, sensing the tension, tried to redirect the conversation. "What do you do in Chicago, Ryan?" "Consulting," Ryan said simply. "Oh, like IT support?" Jessica asked dismissively. "Business strategy. I help companies improve operations, increase profitability." "Sounds interesting," Brad said, though clearly not impressed. The conversation continued for a few more minutes. Jessica made several subtle digs about Ryan's humble background, his family's financial situation during high school. Ryan took it all gracefully, never defensive, just that quiet smile. "Well," Jessica said finally, "it was nice catching up. Come on, Brad, let's go talk to real people." They walked away. Ryan watched them go, still smiling. The next Monday morning, Ryan sat in his Chicago office with a 47th floor view of downtown. His assistant knocked. "Mr. Mitchell, you have a call from Brad Whitman at Davidson Industries. Says it's urgent." Ryan smiled. "Put him through." "Ryan, this is Brad Whitman. We met at your reunion Saturday night." "Of course, Brad. How can I help you?" "Well, this is awkward, but I got called into my boss's office this morning. There's been some restructuring decisions about my position." "I see. That's unfortunate." "They mentioned something about recommendations from their strategic consultant. I was wondering, you said you do business consulting?" Ryan paused for effect. "Brad, let me ask you something. What's the name of your company's strategic consulting firm?" Silence on the line. "Brad?" Mitchell Strategy Group?" "That's right. And who do you think Mitchell is?" Longer silence. "Oh my God, you're the consultant who's been reviewing our department. I prefer the term strategic partner, but yes. Ryan, I had no idea. If this is about Saturday night, about what Jessica said, Brad, let me stop you there. This isn't personal. Your performance metrics have been declining for 18 months. Sales numbers down 23%, client retention at 67%. Team productivity below industry standard. These decisions were made purely on data. But Ryan, please, I have a wedding to pay for, a mortgage. I understand. That's why the severance package is generous. 3 months salary, health insurance through December, positive references for new opportunities. Is there any way to change this? Any chance for